parks on the 14. Castellaneta on the 8 down the inside with a good look at that first turn. We are off and running. Andrade hits the gate. Jacob Hubbard going to get a great start down the inside. Holiak pushes wide, and Hubbard has ripped another hole shot. No surprise there. So what happens behind him? It looks like T-Lang, Seth Shirley's up there. Holiak's going to slide into the 2 ride. As our championship leader, Castellaneta, looks like he was maybe down. He's in 18th. Hubbard's trying to go inside. T-Lang's trying to get alongside on the outside. Almost bar to bar at the top of the hill, and Hubbard cuts the outside line off to maintain the lead. Great fight between 2 guys out front, though, and Hubbard swaps and goes down instant legs on the right side of the track. 100%. We got a change for the lead. Seth Shirley is taking it over here on lap number 8. Did not see where it happened, but he goes 38.8, and Lang goes 48.3. 3.6 seconds is the gap between the 2 of them. Obviously had to be a crash with that variation in the times. But now the question is, will T-Lang just go straight up sicko mode right here and put in some time? Gonna close it down from 3.6 to 3.2 already. And Vial moves to 3rd, but I think Vial cares more about the fact he's gonna move to 2nd because Lang just went down again. So the champ kind of falling apart a little bit here. And Vial's down again at the top of the hill. Just cannot stay on 2 wheels, the fast Frenchman. Gonna get passed by Stevenson and fall right in the middle of that Stevenson-Jackson battle. Oh, and now Stevenson hits a tough block, and Vial, I swear, literally pushed him about 25 feet down the racetrack. I don't understand MX Simulator physics when it comes to ping and lag sometimes, but it certainly seemed to be a JLV certified moment. And here's Eaglin suddenly in front of Castellaneta, and then he blows that corner. Castellaneta goes by. And we got a change for the lead. Seth Shirley went down again. He's back to 2nd, and Tyler Lang is leading this race. What a change of events. With about 4.5 minutes plus 2 laps to go. Tyler Lang back out front. And that's Seth Shirley who just picked it up from a crash. And he gets hit from behind and goes down again. Eaglin goes by. Shirley is suddenly in 6th place in an instant. And Castellaneta and Vial still going at it. Vial finally gets the better of him to move into what is now 2nd place. As Eaglin slots into 4th with all this chaos, T-Lang has a 21-second lead in the matter of maybe a few minutes because, good Lord, Seth Shirley crashed this thing away in a hurry. He was leading this race 3 laps ago, and now with time expired, T-Lang is well and truly in control at the front. And then a really rough second moto. Colby Eaglin gets the win. Castellaneta gets the overall, but Lang has bounced right back. And Tyler Lang takes MXGP Race 1 here in Trentino. Oh, Vial and Eaglin get together. Castellaneta is going to be gifted 2nd place because of it. And these 2 are going to get up. Vial gets hit from behind by Adam Holm by the looks of it. And that's a gift and a half right there for Castellaneta. He was possibly on his way to getting 4th. He'll take 2nd all the way to the bank. Eaglin gets 3rd. Vial 4th, very close at the line. We'll see about penalties. This is Leitzel getting into the top 5 here at the flag, and will do so. Ooh, Frank Jackson down in 6th. Yeah, he's all by himself, though. He's going to... Yeah, he's going to finish 6th. Marchini. Who's going to get the all-important hole shot down the inside? It's been coming pretty good from about this spot here. We're off and running. MXGP Race 2. The 30 is going to get to the corner first, but he's going to push out a little bit wide with Jacob Hubbard. And Hubbard does get the hole shot, I think, officially. Brandon Larson's going to take the race lead. It's B-Lars, Hubbard, Jacob Arnbrister trying to go down the inside and take the lead. He might get it. Jacob Arnbrister taking the lead, and Hubbard's going down out of third. What? How does he not go down right there? It is all over the place, but Brandon Larson has taken over the lead again from Arnbrister. B-Lars, Arnbrister, Hayden Stevenson, Tucker Zimmerman, Braden Castellaneta, your top 5 early in this one. So can he lead a few laps out front before some big dogs get into the play here? Hayden Stevenson is in 3rd place trying to get in the mix, and Arnbrister is going to take the lead back away. Jacob Arnbrister on the Phil's All Fun, number 32, back in the race lead. Squares off the corner, trying to defend the line from the 30 there of B-Lars. And up the uphill we go again. Now Arnbrister getting this corner at the bottom of the hill very well, so much so that he can even scrub the top of the hill, and that's going to bite him. He bounces and swaps to the ground. And here goes several riders through. He's going to lose probably 8, 9, 10 spots or so. Jacob Hubbard has taken over the race lead. Brandon Larson, not sure if he crashed, but Hubbard's been running 139s, 139.6, 139.7, and is now into the race lead by 5.4 seconds over B-Lars. And Larson is going to start feeling the heat before long from Braden Castellaneta. And Castellaneta's got to get on his horse here pretty quick, because T-Lang is now in 4th and putting in 39s as well, similar to what Hubbard's laying down out front. So if you're Castellaneta and you're trying to maintain your championship lead and maybe win this Grand Prix, and not allow Lang to get much closer than he already is, 5 seconds behind him, 12 minutes into this moto. Next up for Castellaneta would be B-Lars, and that gap is about 2 seconds between the two of them now. Going forward with Castellaneta. Oh, he's going to get it right there. B-Lars hit Hubbard. That's Castellaneta into the lead. Hubbard was down because he hit Hubbard, who was also on the ground. B-Lars did not actually fall off the bike. And now these two continue a little fight for what is now 2nd place, as Castellaneta's taken over the lead, and T-Lang is jumping into the picture right there. There's Lang on the gas. So now Braden Castellaneta has found his way into an unfamiliar territory so far in the GP season for him. He's leading the race. Did not win a single moto yet this year and still has the points lead. Now he's got to try to win this one to win the overall here at Trentino. And Hubbard rear end kicked down, and Castellaneta's down from the lead. And here's the battle for the lead, going at it. Dualies, big ones, as Hubbard lays it over next to B-Lars to take the lead back. And here comes T-Lang jumping into the corner behind them. Oh, lap traffic trying to not get in the way there. And that hindered Lang just ever so slightly, not too much time loss, but just enough that he's not on Larson's tail anymore. And Larson almost looks like he wants to go back after Hubbard, who just made a mistake. Lap traffic was down. Hubbard into a tough block, gets passed by both of them, and then Larson crashes the lead away, Lang to the front, and now Hubbard crashes by himself in 2nd, takes lappers with him. There goes Eaglin by now into 3rd as Larson gets up in 3rd place, or in 2nd now. Castellaneta, Hubbard, don't get caught up with those guys. Evan Holt goes by into 5th, so Hubbard goes from basically the lead to 6th in one foul swoop. B-Lars went by, and T-Lang is now leading this race. And 2nd in this moto, and Lang is down. Lap traffic, I believe, played a factor there. And that'll see Eaglin go into the race lead. Wow. All right, and B-Lars goes back into 2nd. Suddenly Castellaneta is right there behind Lang. And we have yet another interesting race developing for the lead. Larson to the outside, Lang to the inside. See how those kind of work out evenly, but then Lang's going to get a great run down this straightaway. And he's like this inside line to try to set up passes. He rails into the corner and blows it and goes down. Big off right there. That allows Castellaneta to go by. And Hubbard went through with Holtze, O'Brien, and now Lang is going to pick it up in 7th. So he went from leading to 7th in less than a lap, all thanks to 2 crashes. That just goes to show how quickly things can change here in MX Simulator Professional Gaming. And kind of the same story this time by. Right on him, can't do anything about it. But maybe close enough now coming into the hills where he can just force a pass like that. For example, Bilar's high centers on the rut, and Lang just takes it like normal and goes right by him. Not often passes work out like that, but Tyler Lang will take it every day of the week and on a Tuesday. So next up for him, as I said, eyes on the prize. He's got to go get this man, Braden Castellaneta, to win the overall. Right now, it is a complete tie for the overall win between Eaglin and Lang, I should say, both on 45 points, 1-3-3-1. Braden Castellaneta's on 44 points with a 2-2 performance, and now he's defending the inside line so Castellaneta and Lang can't go by. Finally swings out wide. Castellaneta goes inside, trying to get to Eaglin, and Vial's still just in the way. Just go off the main line. Get out of the way. Thank you. Finally, these guys all go by, and we have a three-rider battle for the win. Lang still dealing with Vial, but going to cut the line off. And as Castellaneta tries to size up Eaglin, Lang is pushing down the hill, and Castellaneta mistake and goes down. He lands on Caleb Hall. Down he goes, and T-Lang now just has Eaglin in front of him. T-Lang is in a position to win the Grand Prix, but he wants to go 1-1. Oh, and Eaglin does make that big mistake and pirouettes to the ground, and now he's got to do the chasing. Final lap underway, white flag in the air, and it's T-Lang out in front. Eaglin goes immediate to the attack on the outside, squares off the corner, tries to get that power down. And now Lang has to be the defensive rider in this case, which he has not been doing much of this moto. Oh, and now he's down. Big off. He bounced awkwardly 3 or 4 times at that one specific location, and finally it bites him. And when he did, Eaglin was there to pounce. It's not going to be the overall win, but he'll take it anyway for the second week in a row. Colby Eaglin takes the second moto here at Trentino, and your overall winner is going to be this man. Tyler Lang takes the MXGP of Trentino in MX Simulator. A 1-2 performance today takes the overall win, and with it, we should see the red plates disappear off the bike of this man, Braden Castellaneta. He will be, I think, 1 or 2 points back in the championship. That'll be it for him. Third overall today, though. They definitely were the class of the field, top 3 in both motos. And how about Brandon Larson quietly having a very, very good ride in this moto? The second I say his name, he goes down. But, yeah, B-Lars. 30 minutes plus 2 laps in Arco de Trento. Here we go. 54 machine gets to the corner first. He's going to get pushed out wide, and sneaking up the inside, a whole host of Panini Motorsports rides. It is Seth Carr who grabs the whole shot, though, and he is your red plate holder. Went 1-1 last week, and he's already off to a great start here. But as I was about to say, with Austin Partlow now battling Wilczek for the 2 spot, it's cool to see the MX Bikes sim crossover that continues to happen, where we have more guys that are really good at both, race at both. And Austin Partlow, one of those guys known as Juice in the MX Bikes community. And as Brock W. letting us know in chat, Juice got P5 at High Point in MX Bikes, and that was on Friday. So this is only 2 days later, jumped back over to this game, and here he is moving into second after his little crash. So Snyder now 4th, and Wilczek is 3rd, but he's going down at the top of the hill, and he's in a really bad spot here. Guys got to be careful over the top of the hill, not to be too far right. And so far, everyone's been good. And fortunately, no one else goes down with him. That has been established. Whoa, we got some chaos going for the leader, Seth Carr, dealing with lap traffic. And oh, look now, Austin Partlow is knocking on the door of opportunity here. We are past the halfway point of this first moto. I think Austin Partlow fancies a piece of his race-leading teammate here. I mean, this ride by Seth Carr is sneaking into discussion of all time because there's a very real possibility he laps up to third even still, depending on how things go. There's Cepeda. Oh, and as I say that, he goes down. He's only about 4 corners behind who we were just watching there, Manuel Cepeda. And he is going to almost get landed on by Schiabro and then end up side by side with the 54 machine there of Joey Bradstreet. And Bradstreet is in 10th place, folks. So Seth Carr right now is trying to lap 10th place on the racetrack. The problem is, because he crashed, a lot of these guys are like, man, I already let you pass me. Like, just make it happen. Whoa, somebody got dragged like a wet salad over that jump right there. And Carr, Schiabro, and Bradstreet all nose to tail here, although Carr, the only rider now on the lead lap, has lapped up to 9th place. There are still just 8 riders left on the lead lap of the race. 1-1 at Rio Lizardo last week to kick off the GP Championship and leave with the red plate. Rolls right into round 2 at Trentino and dominates MX2 Race 1. It goes to Seth Carr. Gotta be careful here if you're Partolo. He's dealing with lap traffic. Not completely. 250. Race number 2. It's the MX2 class. Who's going to get the overall win? Who will win the moto? Here we go. Dylan Dallaire gets a beauty of a jump on the 229. Jeff Cooper on the 117 tries to nose it in. It's Panini 1-2-3 again. This time, Austin Partolo rips the whole shot, and he'll get through the race tech banners first. Partolo with Carr, I think, going down, and Tharp is going to take over the lead. Boy, oh boy, that Seth Carr, who just went down going into turn 2, that's going to be a long moto for him. Yeah, he's made ridiculously good progress through the field in one single lap to get into 5th. And, I mean, he won the first moto by, let's see what the official time was. Won the first moto by 1 minute and 12 seconds. Yeah. We go right around Joey Carter to get into 4th. I feel like Seth Carr lost that 250 indoor title, and it's just like awakened a beast. It's honestly insane how well he is riding and how much he can just do damage, even with a bad start this time around. Not off the gate well. I think went down going into the second turn. Still is in 4th place after 2 laps and just set the fastest lap of the race at a 1:39.960 as he goes to work right now on Alec Horn trying to get into 2nd place in a fight for 3rd. Meanwhile, speaking of fight, Austin Partolo is going after Tharp for the lead. Inside move at the bottom of the hill. Doesn't quite get it. Whoa, Tharp almost looped out. And goes off the track at the top of the hill, so Partolo goes to the lead. Austin Partolo is your new race leader here in Trentino, and as it stands right now, only 5 minutes into this moto, he is in a position to win the overall as well. 2-1 scores for him as it stands. All right, let's get back to the action. Oh, and just in time to see Partolo throw the lead away, warmed up his arm, and threw it to the ground. So into the race lead goes Colin Holden. Colin Holden on the digital worldwide number 275 is out front here in Italy. Oh, and he goes down. Big one. Lands in the braking bumps. He's got a rider stuck on top of him. That's going to take some time to get going, and Partolo has gotten the lead back again. And now it costs him second place this time. Seth Carr moves into P2. So as it runs, Partolo. Oh, is that Partolo? That is Partolo down from the lead, and Seth Carr is now leading. Just past the halfway point, and the moto has been flipped upside down. Partolo is going right to getting on the heels of his teammate. Got that inside line pretty good. Carr likes to do that hop line right here. I don't know that it's faster. It's sweet, but it doesn't seem like it gained him any time. So now it's Seth Carr leading Austin Partolo. This is for the overall win and the moto win, obviously, as it runs. Right now, Seth Carr on 1-1 scores, Partolo on 2-2. If Partolo can flip the script here and get the pass done, he will now be in the position to win the overall with a 2-1 versus the 1-2. The better second moto score always gets it. And this is a great fight between the Panini Motorsports teammates for the race lead. Up to the top of the hill, hopping through those bumps nicely. And Carr is opening up the gap ever so slightly. As the white flag waves for Seth Carr out front on his way to a second consecutive sweep to kick off the GPs. He'll have a massive championship lead after this. Partolo entered second in the championship. He was 16 back entering. He was 19 back after the first moto. Right now, he is currently losing 7 more points. So Seth Carr is looking at already having a full moto's distance in terms of a championship lead after just 4 motos of racing. He's the only guy that's not only been fast, but consistent. And he's consistently winning to kick off Race Factory Gaming Grand Prix in 2024. Unbelievable what has happened to this man. You lose a Supercross title, and it turns on the win mode for every single thing after that. Seth Carr is your MX2 Grand Prix of Trentino winner. Won one day, sweeps the motos, and he's got a massive championship lead to boot. Now with it as well. Looks like it will be a 12-2 day for Alec Horn. Not going to be enough to get on the box most likely, but still good job to salvage some good points here in this second moto. Is that Dylan Delaire that he's lapping? Jesus, Dylan Delaire went from top 5 the whole moto to finishing 17th. That's gnarly. Okay. Alec Horn crosses in second. Seabolt looks like he has